Welcome back. Today we are going to be talking about what are some of the biggest changes that have happened in Disney in the last 10 or so years.
So we want to gear this video towards someone that obviously has not been in a while. I know it took me a while to get back to Disney for my first trip. I was 6 when my first trip came about, so it was about 20 years before I went back. So this video is for someone like me.
One of the biggest and most prominent changes is the My Disney Experience app. They weren't really in existence much 10 years ago. So now they have an app which has its problems, but is definitely very useful when you do get it to work for checking ride times, booking your fast passes, booking dining reservations. You can even check into your hotel from there. You can open your hotel room door with the app. There's just so much you can do. Check ride times.
Yeah, it's definitely saved us a lot of time, especially when you're in the park and you're on one end of the park and you just want to see what's going on at the other end. You can plan your day a little bit better with the My Disney Experience app.
One of the most visible items at the parks is going to be all the renovations. There have been massive overhauls to Disney's Hollywood Studios. There have been additions in Animal Kingdom with Pandora. In Magic Kingdom, there's new Fantasyland. It was completely redone a few years ago now. I'm saying a few. It was a lot more than just 2 or 3, but... Also, there have been a few additional towers added onto resorts, lots of renovations to existing resorts, updates that were much needed to basically the overall design of entire hotels, new restaurants, and DVC rooms, and you name it, they've done it for the resorts.
So another big change for Disney has been transportation. Disney's recently partnered with Lyft to bring minivans in, which, if you don't know what these are, they're SUVs that are dressed up to look like Minnie Mouse. And they're a little bit more expensive than a typical Uber, but they can get you around Disney parks, basically anywhere on resort they can take you. Some other changes to transportation definitely comes with just Uber and Lyft in general. They can take you from Disney to Universal or from anywhere to Disney Springs. It's just a really big help when you're around the parks and you don't know where a bus is or you're short on time and need to get somewhere fairly quickly.
And upcoming sometime this year is going to be the Disney Skyliner, which will take you from various resorts to Hollywood Studios and Epcot. So that's going to be a much needed addition. Hopefully it'll also be pretty fun. I know that for me, since I've been going to Disney, the monorail has been like another ride, a free Disney ride. But I think this will be very similar. It's kind of set up like a gondola system, and it looks like it's really cool.
So another big change fairly recently has been changing downtown Disney into Disney Springs. This is a great update to the area. They've added a lot more shopping options that aren't just strictly Disney. They've added a lot more food options, including Chicken Guy.
Gotta plug that in there every time we talk about Disney Springs. There's no more Pleasure Island, but there are a ton of really fun bars and nightlife. They did remove the Cirque du Soleil option there, but they are replacing it with something else. And they also have parking garages now, so parking is not quite as tragic as it used to be. Also, the Magic Bands are a new addition within the past few years. They are little bands, kind of like a Fitbit style, a little bit thicker than that you wear around the parks and around your hotel. Again, this can unlock your hotel room doors. They use it for check-in. You can link your credit cards to it so that you can pay anytime that you go to quick service to eat. It's what you use to get into the park. It's what you use to pull up your fast passes, dining reservations. It's pretty much used for everything. And they come in different colors. You can get them personalized. They're free in basic standard colors, solid colors, when you book any sort of resort on Disney World property.
Bean, get your tail away from that.
The last thing that is one of the biggest changes that's happened is entertainment. Some of the parades have come back and gone away again. They've changed them. They've made new dance parties, new fireworks shows, such as Wishes has been replaced with Happily Ever After. Illuminations is going to be replaced later this year with Epcot Forever and then something else. They've got the Rivers of Light and Animal Kingdom. Animal Kingdom used to not be open past like 6 o'clock, I think, but now they're open at night, which is pretty cool. And other than that, there's tons of little shows that have changed and little changes that have been made around the park to food and rides and things like that. But those are just the biggest, most notable changes that we can tell anyways around the parks that we think you should know about. Basically what it comes down to is make sure you do your research before you plan your next trip, especially if it's been a while since you've been. There's a lot of changes and Disney World does require quite a bit of planning if you want to get the most out of your vacation.
It absolutely can seem overwhelming, but with enough research, we know you guys can plan a great trip. So hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you liked it, hit the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the little bell icon so that way you can be notified when our new video goes up.
Check us out on Instagram, and we will see you again soon.
Bye.